It's time for the NBA. Live on
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
ó. Os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. O rosto. Se calos falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar do impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Bonjour, pras minas no fronte, que dor pra contar tem de monte. É tipo uma fonte dela, de fronte ela sonha com um novo horizonte. Trancada na cela ou numa favela. Ela é foda, João. Pobre menina, sofre de verdade por toda a cidade. Ainda mais porque a palavra liberdade é feminina. Cidade luz, guetos, becos e pretos tristes como um blues. Mano, muçulmano, amor, islã. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Mil flow, mil cor, mil idioma. Mil cor, tipo índio. Tio por, servos de Roma. Frios por, natureza morta. Légalité pour mon peuple, s'il vous plaît. Mil pra mim, mil pro select. Ma révolution é black, noir, check. Em matière, meilleur qu'hier. Ma terre me manque, c'est ma place. E o velho sonho, viver em paz. Com o necessário, sem ter demais. Verde, mais.
We are live, the home of the Trailblazers in beautiful Portland, Oregon. For the Miami Heat, they're coming off a loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. It'll be the Heat off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Derrick Rose is out there with Green. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Damian Lillard is a two-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
Now here's Lillard, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Now the dish to Carroll. Kicks it to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Bosh. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Gasol is screen on Rose. To the paint. Gasol passes to Carroll. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Mozgov sets a screen for Dang. Picked by Mozgov. Rose goes in. Tries again. And the layup good by Mozgov.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their fourth try.
Lillard with it. Pass to Henderson. It's stolen by Green. And then Bosch with the jam.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
On defense, the Heat, they trail by 1. Lillard outside. Dishes it to Gasol. Here's the screen. And it's Miami with the rebound. Rose kicks to Bosch. Again, the Heat good for 2.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now here's Lillard. It's Henderson on the wing. Outside Gasol. Pass to Carroll. Shot clock at 5. And it's Deng with the rebound.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
They get it again. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Atlanta Hawks. Lillard attacking. He dishes it to Carroll. In the corner, Henderson with it. Gasol kicks to Henderson. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Lillard outside. Leonard with the screen on Rose. Trying to get back on track. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Lillard.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
There's the pick. Outside, Green. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Henderson dishes to Lillard. And power down the jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Deng attacking. Green. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Rose kicks to Bosch. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 6 points for Chris Bosch.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
And Lillard kicks to Carroll. Here's Gasol. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Here's Lillard, following the score by Derrick Rose. Gasol against Hickson. Lillard with no one around. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Left side, Deng. Over in the corner, Green. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Lillard. Gasol setting the pick for Lillard. To the paint. Dang grabs the miss.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Now here's Rose. And he banks in the layup. Rose has got his second basket of the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Now a timeout called by Portland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group in for the Heat. Stokes is checked in for Mozgov. Sewell Butler comes in for Luol Deng. McCollum's checked in for Green. And it's Nick Calathis in for Rose. Here's Livingston. Good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Calathis. He feeds it to McCollum. They get it again. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Carl Landry.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Here is Livingston. Morris right side. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Morris has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Stolen by Landry. Here's Bogdanovich. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Landry with the screen. Livingston passes to Biyombo. 5 to shoot. Shoots. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards. But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
Here's Stokes. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. So it's Miami now, trailing by 2. Stokes. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. Made 1 and missed 1.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line. Here is Livingston.
Bogdanovich dishes to Morris. 5 on the clock. And J.J. Hickson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Robertson's checked in. And a new group in for the Heat. Mozgov, he's checked in for Stokes. Dang comes in for Butler. Green, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Nick Colathis. Miami no good on that time either.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
So it's Portland now, following the 3 by Miami that went in. To the left side wing. And Bogdanovich kicks to Biyombo. Dang grabs the miss.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Here is Livingston. He's covered by Dang. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 5.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Rose. Dang gets a wide open look. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
And the Heat making a change here. Oden's checked in. Feeds to Livingston. Rebound by Rose.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those playing.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Mozgov passes to Rose. Trying to find Mozgov. Gets it to him. From 18 feet away. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Heat. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
Jamari Carroll is out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Henderson. And it's Leonard in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
In the corner, Henderson with it. Three-pointer. And it's Dang with the rebound. Dang's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Green kicks to Bosch. Launches a 3. Portland grabs the miss. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. The high post shot. That's short off the rim. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Dang dishes to Mozgov. And the wide open shot from Rose. And a miss there on the triple. Here is Lillard. Pass to Gasol. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
in that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Green kicks to Rose. Good work defensively by Lillard.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Carroll kicks to Lillard. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Lillard attacking. Like you talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Gasol. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Green against Lillard. He kicks it to Carroll. Henderson, no one around him. Here's Leonard. A second chance effort. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Miami. McCollum comes in for Derrick Rose. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Green. Now a timeout called by Portland.
You know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Is checked in for Portland. And then for Miami, Jarnell Stokes, he's checked in for Bosch. Butler comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Nick Calathis in for Daniel Green. Now, here's Lillard. He has 6. They set the screen. Morris passes to Carroll. In transition, here comes Miami. Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. Good work defensively by Lillard. Now here's Henderson. He's guarded by McCollum. Henderson kicks to Carroll. And Gasol now top of the key. Out to Morris. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And so here is Miami. It's a 5-point game. Calathis kicks to McCollum. The pass to Stokes. The feed to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Here's Hickson. The shot no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And Lillard kicks to Carroll. Hickson grabs the board.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Now McCollum. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The Heat need to get a shot off. And it doesn't even draw iron.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Morris. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mook. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year. Eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
And looking at the Morris brothers' careers through last season, the one area they haven't been joined at the hip in is in performance. Markeith has shown steady improvement over his first 4 years. Marcus Morris has had a very up and down start to his career.
And, you know, Kevin, Marcus has talent. He has versatility. He just hasn't found his role. It's time for him to step out of his brother's shadow and really establish who he is as a player.
Butler dishes to Hickson. Here's Kalathis. They get it back. Here's Stokes. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Heat have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Biyombo comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Livingston in for Lillard. Here's Livingston. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Livingston's got 7 points. Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMar Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. But I think he's found a home now.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And Carroll, an energy player who's developed a reliable three-point stroke. I mean, he can also hurt you in transition. He's got terrific size and athleticism, and he also really knows how to play without the basketball.
Roberson, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And then for Miami, Mozgov, he's checked in for Stokes. Green comes in for Butler. And it's Rose in for McCollum. Here's Roberson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Carroll passes to Morris. And Portland again with the bucket.
And Carroll, by advanced stats, one of the most productive small forwards in our league. I mean, one thing I like, even as he's developed into a three-point threat, he still has an instinct for cutting to the rim off the ball when his defender turns his head. I mean, one of the things I think that allows his team to be so good is his understanding of how to play the game.
To the right side. From 11 feet away. The shot no good. Nice D from Dang. Green kicks to Rose. And that one's drained from the low block. Rose has got 8 points.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Livingston dishes to Biyombo. Carroll kicks to Morris. 14 feet away. Rebound by the Heat. Mozgov's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rose attacking. Here's the dish to Mozgov. Back to Rose. Kicks to Mozgov. Got a piece of it. A solo fast break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
That doesn't go either for Rose.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's the break. And here we go. Here is Livingston. 7 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Carroll, no one around him. Gets to the corner and buries it. And it's a 12-point Portland lead.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And the wide-open shot from Morris. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Outside Bosch. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got assist number 5 here tonight. Here is Livingston. Inside. Here's Biyombo. And Portland again with the bucket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Bosch against Morris. The runner. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's 13 points for Chris Bosch. Here is Livingston. He has 7. Bosch against Morris. And it's Miami with the rebound. There's 38 seconds left here in the second.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year in a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Deng goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too, but he goes to the Miami Heat. He's bounced around a little bit, but still a very big talent.
He is. You know, he kind of likes following legends. Remember, Scottie Pippen was that great small forward in Chicago, and
Right.
Luol Deng was the next heir apparent. So he seemed to be pretty comfortable stepping into LeBron's role. Unfortunately, not able to deliver at the same level. And let's face it, the problem is you can't make up for losing the best player in the game, and that's the case here in Miami for Luol.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Andrew with the screen. And Lillard kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Landry. With the clock winding down. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Trailblazers lead by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at Chris Bosh in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
What a great game for Bosh in this one. 13 points, and he's chalked up one three-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Portland leading by 9. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Green out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Mozgov in at the center, filling out the middle. Kicks it out to Lillard. Mozgov with the block. Rose against Lillard. The drive by Green. Bosh. It's deflected. The open shot, Lillard. Drops one in from the wing. Lillard's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Trailblazers.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2. And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
And it's Lillard again missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Lillard again throws. Off the screen. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Green.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Right side, Leonard. And it's the Heat on the break. The 10-footer. Green missing again.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Here's Rose. And he jams it with authority.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals. That allows you to get out in transition.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws. I tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
Leonard sets a screen for Lillard. Right side, Leonard. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Rose against Lillard. Bosh, the screen. And the wide open shot from Green. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy who can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
Green kicks to Rose. Back to Green. Passes it to Bosh. Shot clock at 5.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Now a timeout called by Portland. A different look now for Portland. Biombo comes in for Leonard. And it's Livingston in for Gerald Henderson. Trailblazers leading by 3. Rose against Lillard. Over in the corner, Livingston. Gasol inside. He's up against Bosch. Gasol's shot is good. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter. The Heat trailed by 5. Green with the ball. 10 points for him. Dishes it to Rose. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
They get it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Green.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Gasol. Tries from the block. Mozgov with the block. Just 4 to shoot. Second chance shot. The shot by Carroll, no good. Here is Livingston. Guarded by Green. Livingston kicks to Gasol. Second shot opportunity. Bosch grabs the miss. Bosch has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Livingston passes to Carroll. He dishes it to Gasol. And he makes the 8-footer. Gasol's got 13. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Bosch. Good. Bosch has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Lillard attacking. Mozgov with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Lillard with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Lillard misses.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game.
Yeah. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Gasol on the high post. He's up against Bosch. Mozgov with the block. And they get it back. The Trailblazers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Carl Landers checked in for Gasol. Marcus Morris comes in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Bogdanovich in for Damian Lillard.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Livingston. Right through the knee for the layup. Livingston's got 9 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Outside Rose. On the wing, Green. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Livingston. Bank shot, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Landry with the screen. Pass to Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. Diambo. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Mozgov. The Trailblazers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. And Portland making a change here. Roberson's checked in. And Miami with a change here too. Butler's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
You look at the second half and you can point to missed opportunities, especially at the foul line, as one of the main reasons for this loss, if they go on to do that here.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Chris Bosh really making a difference here.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
A different look now for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Lillard subbed in for Bismack Biyombo. And a new group in for the Heat. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Jarnell Stokes comes in for Chris Bosh. McCollum's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Nick Calathes in for Rose. Lillard dishes to Landry. That one goes. Count it. The Heat leading by 3. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor, but last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jarnell Stokes. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lillard outside. Here's the screen. Outside Leonard. To tie. The shot is off. The Heat go the other way with it.
And back to Carl Landry. Sophisticated scorer. A variety of post moves. A tough guy willing to play through pain. But he just never had the size or explosiveness to dominate. And now that he's getting a little older, that really has become an issue.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Elbow shot. Rebounded by McCollum.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And so here is Miami. 3-point lead. And it's sent back by Morris. Here's Robertson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Calathis, covered by Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum kicks to Stokes. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, big fella, throwing it down with a vengeance.
Lillard outside. .41 seconds left here in the third quarter. Cans the 12-footer. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Cullen passes to Hickson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Hickson. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And here are the Heat now. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. Pau Gasol is out there with DeMar Carroll. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Leonard in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Bosch drives in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Lillard again throws. Lillard attacking. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists tonight.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Bosch, the screen. On the wing, Green. Bosch dishes to Green. That's a 2 from Dang. And it doesn't even draw iron. For Portland, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And Lillard gets to Gasol. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard attacking. That's good. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on. Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Lillard on top. He's covered by Rose. Leonard attacking. Powered down with both hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Lillard, the pass to Gasol. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now a timeout called by Miami. And of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
On the topic of Chris Bosh, I mean, guys, he was a 24-11 player his last season with Toronto. Went on to Miami to win rings where his stats dipped a bit with LeBron there. Then last season, the scoring average right back up to 21 a game.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. His message, don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep him focused.
Hit by Mozgov. Bang for 3. Miami no good on that time either.
Talking about Chris Bosh, he was really ahead of his time when he first entered the league. I mean, very few power forwards back then had his combination of size, agility, and skill set. Now we're seeing a ton of 4s like that on draft night.
Here's Livingston. Right block shot. And that one's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. Rose kicks to Bosh. He feeds it to Green. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. Green's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Gasol's in the post. He's covered by Bosh. A nice shot by Gasol.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Outside Rose. Gasol again. It's Bosh. Portland grabs the miss. Gasol's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Henderson. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. The Heat trail by 4. And here's Rose. Picked by Mozgov. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Outside Rose. Feeds it to Dang. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Gasol. It's hauled in by the Heat. Bosch has got 8 rebounds in this game. Rose dishes to Bosch. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Bosch has got the game tied up here for Miami.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career, but having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Sean Livingston. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Lillard attacking. Mozgov with the block. Green passes to Bosch. Here's Mozgov. Rejected by Gasol. In the corner, Henderson with it. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. Getting back to Chris Bosh, it's always difficult to reshape your game around a superstar teammate. I mean, just ask Kevin Love last year.
You know, it's such a good point. When you think about Bosh, you know, he isn't the kind of guy who demands special attention. You know, he's not mugging for the press. He's not out there for himself. He just really lets his play speak for itself. And you won't find many bigs who are as versatile as he is. And much underrated, I think, as a pick-and-roll defender. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's Mozgov. And he jams it with authority. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws. Gasol doing all sorts of things. He has 9 rebounds and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
Mozgov is green on Lillard. Rose can't hit.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Pass to Bosch. Puts it up from 15. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands. Always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping. And he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
It's Henderson on the wing. He kicks to Gasol. Bosch grabs the miss. Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Mozgov kicks to Rose. Lets it go from deep. Lillard with the rebound. Lillard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And there's the pass to Carroll. The feed to Leonard. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Here's Bosch. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Gasol. Trailblazers leading by 4. Leonard with this screen on Green. And Lillard gets double teamed. There's the dish to Gasol. Plays it up and banks it in. Gasol's got 14 points now in the second half.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Rose against Lillard. Rose dishes to the box. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Carroll passes to Gasol. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Green kicks to Rose. Back to Green. Pass to Mozgov. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Henderson. And the basket by Lillard.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
On the wing, Green. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Landry kicks to Livingston. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Green dishes the Rose. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bosch. The shot is off.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Here is Livingston. And so it's Portland winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.